friends, today we're going to do a little project on found items. So these items are things that are found. This was actually in a campfire. It kind of rusted out. I kind of liked it. It was a tuna can or some sort. And I was squishing it in the fire, playing with it, and I brought it home after the weekend was done to perhaps paint on it. So that's something found. Some old bark here that is really pretty, and you could do something with that. So just to let you know, this is found. These are part of a very old homestead in the foothills area where my brother lives, kind of close to, I'm trying to think, Three Hills, the other town that's there. Anyways, in that area where it's a lot of hills and things. And anyway, there's some old farmsteads there, and these ones probably close to 100 years old. All basically is left is some wood inside this old home, rock stone base that's pretty small, and the big beam for the center of the home. And yeah, people that lived there remember it, and they're in their 50s. Remember it when they were very young, being rugged and old and falling apart then. So now that basically all that's left is a few scraps of wood here and there, and we brought them home, a couple pieces. So I thought, what can you do to have these not just look like, and it has a story, but have something interesting, something else interesting on it. So I'm going to work with this today. Here we go. So you could bring things home and find them and work on them for your art. So I thought that'd be really interesting. What I was thinking was painting a little something, because I don't want to like take up the whole wood and cover it all up in that kind of thing. But I do want to do a little something that looks nice, a piece. So I'm just going to decide which way I like it, how I would like it. So this is a pretty long one here. I'll show you. How I think I'd like to have it. Move some of my stuff out of the way here, and start painting on it the way I would like to do. So I'm using Americana multi-surface. It's satin, and I thought it would be really good to use that. And I'm just gonna move some things over here, have it at a different angle that I want it at. And yeah, you could just paint just a little something that speaks to you. And I thought that'd be a really cute project for today. So, I'm gonna do that. And then the whole piece can be with some old not burlap, maybe burlap, but some kind of old rope, twine, that kind of thing that you can tie it up with and have something really rustic. So what I'm going to do is I have a back of a silicone mold, which has got some bark on it now. I'm going to throw on some different paints and mix them up. And now we're going to have a nice little project with that. I'm not going to do too much because, like I said, I don't want to do the whole piece. I want to leave it pretty open. I thought, either I was going to do like a little tree or flowers, and I really love kind of poppy-esque type of flowers, so I might just go with that. Just gonna, and then you can seal it just over the paint, something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna use, I just got this black here, but I might have a drop of black on there. So, here we go. So I'm going to throw something in here, just really nice and light. And have a little bit of something in this piece. You can do dandelions would be nice. You can use a stencil. I'm using this particular glossy type of paint because it's got like a satin finish to it, and I think that would be really nice finish I like. I'm not sure, it's not going to be really kind of pop. It's just the red. I love that red. I love red flowers. So I'm not really sure what kind of flowers it'll be. Just something really dainty and red. So whatever you think. These are kind of my favorite look. So whatever that means to you, it can be like a sunflower, a dandelion. Dandelions are just so pretty. They're like another one of those favorites that you just look at and watch them blow in the grass. And I know they're a pain when you have them in your yard, but I don't mind them at all. I think if it wasn't for having neighbors who would complain, sorry about my phone, I wouldn't even mind having them at all in my yard. I'd leave them be natural. So I'm just doing 3 really loose flowers, nothing even too crazy. And let's do a little bit of a green stem. And this is just so, I'm not going to do too much more. I'm going to fix that up. I kind of made that a little too thick. You can use Posca pens for the stem too. I'm just using my little brush here. I might even go over with Posca, I don't know. I'm going to fix this bottom flower. It's just a little too small for me. If you don't like something, dab it. Don't smear it, especially on wood. Dab it, and that's the best way to soak it up. Especially an old wood like this. You don't want to. I wanted to have kind of like a piece that's flowers kind of like dying down or something. So we'll see how that goes. Make it a little bigger. Make some leaves. See, I'm just kind of making a whimsical piece, and it's, yeah, that's all it really needs to be. It's just something that kind of you're happy with. I'm going to grab a little bit black, a little bit green, and go in with my leaves a bit and darken some of it up. Just playing with it, really. And I might be a little far up, but hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't really have a plan of where the sun's going. I'm just going with the feel of it really right now. And I'm going to have to get a couple little strips of grass in there. If this paintbrush will do, we'll see. I've got a little bit of all the greens in there. But it's on a piece of really rough wood, so you don't have to be too exact. Let's see here. That's how it's looking. Just something to kind of spark it up a bit. Now I'm going to go in with my green or black a little on the side here. I got some old acrylic here. I'm going to throw in a little bit of red. And just put a little bit. I don't want it to be like black, and I could have put my greens and whatever to make black. I don't have to use the black, but I just thought I'd use a little bit of black on this one. I'm just going to wipe this away. Go with my red. And really grab some darkness. I might have too much, and just go in a little bit here and there in the center. I'm just trying to make it look a little vague impression of a flower. Is that the word? I don't know. And not trying to be exact. I don't want it to be perfect. I just want it to be a little flare of something. Just a little piece of a flare. For some highlight, I'm going to grab a little yellow. See if I can tug on some red. Dab it in a bit here and there. And I'm just dabbing now. Just kind of making an impression that there's a, you know, some flower pieces here just some crazy red, beautiful wildflowers of some sort. It's kind of poppy-esque, but not pop. But I guess poppy can have yellow and orange as well. But I'm just doing something that makes me happy, and that's what we should do in our art, is do something that makes us happy. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Just something really light. And you could grab like a tool like this. You know, grab a little white. I'm going to throw in a little white. I don't think white would be actually the right color for it, but I'll just put it in here in case I do try it. I think I might, just because. Grab a little white, and you can just do a little streaking. Well, maybe white is the color. You can use a toothpick for this too, and just kind of do a few little streaky colors, just to add a little teeny pop. And that's it. It's just like I feel that there's a flower there. And now I have this 100-year-old wood, and I did not like cover and paint and something that I'm going to regret. Just something very light, whimsical, at the same time realistic, you know, a bit. And something I really now can throw it in my living room and not just have a piece of wood there, but now a piece of wood with art. And if anyone says something about it, then I can explain a little bit more about what I was going with it, how I was going with that. They'll be, oh, I like your flowers. And then I'll be like, oh, thank you. That's 100-year-old wood from, and tell the story. So that is my little thing for today. Okay, so I'm going to probably have the light coming in this way, but I'm not going to put it anywhere else. I'm just going to put a little bit of, I'm using my stylus because I can, and no other reason. You can use your brush, whatever. I just thought, well, I've got it out. I'm using it. Little highlights here and there. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just insinuating there's like some flowers here, wildflowers of sorts. If you want to be perfect, be perfect. I want to just have fun with it and show my brother, look what I did with that wood we found. Yay. And you can find different pieces and do whatever you want to. Found wood, barn wood, old barn wood. It's all lovely. So there is my piece. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did. I enjoyed that. That was good. So what I'm going to do with a little bit of black, I might screech in some. I don't want to put like a solid black line or anything. This part here is just going to be like whatever comes out, like scraping along, getting what's in there, and then, you know, that kind of thing. Not putting it in there too solidly and not worrying about it too much. And I'll show you the end, and I'm just going to initial it too. I don't even want my full name in there because I'm just going to initial my, well, I usually do initial the IMC, but something this small definitely would just initial it. But there we go. I think that's pretty close to done. And then adding a little deep, little whatever will stick there just to give it a little character. It's kind of letting it do its own art. It's painting itself, really. And that's it. That is my project for today. I hope you guys like this little bit of a saving some, I don't know, what's it called? What did I title this? You know, picking up some wood, making your own canvases out of just things you find, that kind of thing. And like I said, I'm just scratching this on. I don't want this solid. This is a piece of old wood. I don't want this on there solid. Just to make it pop a little bit here and there, right? And that's about it. That's all I want to do. It's just popping it up a bit. Here and there. And now I know it's not catching it, the camera, but a solid line would make it look too, not the look I'm looking for. I want it to look as rough but beautiful like the wood itself. And I think we are done here, my friends. You can put as many colors as you wish. You can do whatever color flowers come to mind. Red flowers just make me happy. And you can do what you want. And I am done, I believe. See here if I can just add a little darkness to the bottom here. Like I said, I don't want to make a solid chunk of land there. I just want to make a little whimsical something. Now there is my piece of wood, and I'm going to hang it like that. I could have done a vine, could do whatever you want. I just want to do something small so you guys can see the project. I have this piece dried up. Now I'm just going over it with a little bit of a nail file, making sure it's all dry all the way through, and just aging it up a bit. It's got a bit of a sheen on it because I picked the satin, and so it's popping a little bit, which is lovely. I'm just going over it a bit to give it to let it blend in with the wood and look a little bit older. And I love it. That's just one way. You guys can do whatever way you want. Make sure it's really dry. You don't want it to get the wood too low. But there we go. I want it just to kind of have that feel, that antiquing it a bit. And I like that. If you can see that it's kind of going in with the wood a bit more, and I like that. So I'm going to grab a big brush, just like this, get all that dust off of there. And here we have our lovely flowers that are aged, and it looks just lovely with this piece. I did actually get quite a bit of dust on there, but there we go. Hope you guys like this one. Don't forget to craft like a duck. Talk to you guys later. Salvage some pieces of old wood and have some fun with it. Put your twist to it, your artistic, and yeah, make something new again. Bye, guys.